Hello, this is Matt on the Moon Lambeau channel. XRP has been among the best performers in the crypto asset class ever since the election results came in. And I think that by the time this cycle is over, this market cycle, XRP will put them all to shame. So even if XRP isn't literally the #1 performer in the asset class like it was in 2017, it's going to be up there, in particular if you're comparing it to other top coins, say in the top 100 or so. And why wouldn't it be? Why would it's been artificially suppressed for so long? The market corrects for stuff like that. This shouldn't be surprising. And if you look at XRP, how it's been performing for most this year against Bitcoin, and even like not even just this year, hell, go back several years, it's looked like complete garbage, trending downwards forever. But see, that's a good sign, because eventually markets find bottoms. That's where the opportunity is, and I'm happy to report. And I'll show you that one of my fellow XRP YouTubers here highlighted this. XRP has, as of last night, outperformed Bitcoin for the calendar year of 2024. And this comes after all sorts of alleged gurus and amazing analysts told you that you should sell your Dino coin, get rid of that XRP crap coin. It's not going to do anything for you this cycle. Well, those perspectives have aged like a fine milk. But before going further, I do want to be clear, I do not have a financial background of any kind. I am not offering financial advice, and you definitely should not buy or sell anything because of anything I say or write. I'm just an enthusiast who enjoys making YouTube videos about crypto-related topics, but just as a hobby and just for fun. Look at this headline to kind of drive the point home. I want to share with you a couple things at the beginning part of the video. This is a headline from the Crypto Basic from August 28th, 2024. The title is, XRP and Cardano are dead. Market pundit agrees with Raoul Pal. Okay, so Raoul Pal, he's a former Goldman Sachs executive. He actually does hold some XRP. It doesn't sound like it's a lot based on what he said publicly anyway. But months ago, back in August, he was saying, look, I don't want you to miss the bull run. It just seems like, a lot of the stuff that people are telling you, it's basically like a cult mentality of stuff to that effect. And I believe that Raoul Pal genuinely believed that. He was warning you and telling you effectively to get out of your old Dino coin positions like XRP. He specifically cited XRP. And that caused quite an uproar, of course, understandably so. And, as far as Raoul Pal, I got to tell you, I am genuinely a very big fan of Raoul Pal. I think he's well, now it's obvious he's wrong on this. I thought it back then. I said it publicly on my channel. But he's one of the people that, although he said that, he was not trolling. He doesn't have some sort of irrational hate for XRP. He's an XRP holder himself, which is why it's kind of funny that he was encouraging people to sell XRP if necessary, but it is what it is. But he's one of the most insightful people in the space, and in general, his approach to crypto about how to not mess things up. I agree with the vast majority of it, actually. And he has some very great insights, and he's explained very thoroughly why we see these 4-year cycles and how global liquidity is what actually causes all of this, and not the 4-year Bitcoin halving or anything like that. So that being said, he's disastrously wrong on this point, but I'm still a big fan of the guy. And so after he said that, Joshua Jake, this guy from, I think it was, Discover Crypto channel? I think that's the guy, right? Which is one of the, unless I'm mistaken, in which case I apologize. I'm pretty sure that's him. One of the largest YouTube channels for crypto out there. And then he's echoing that. He's like, yeah, XRP, Cardano, what are you doing? These are dead coins. And just hold on though, because obviously this hasn't aged well. And then there's this example. Take a look at this. This is from October 15th. This is just over a month ago. Think about that. Here's the headline from the Crypto Basic. Real estate investor advises investors to sell XRP and Cardano for Bitcoin. Here's why. And they're talking about chart analyst Jason Pizzino. Now, this guy, he's well respected, and he actually does a good job in terms of charting. He's got 119,000 followers on X. He's got, I think, close to 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. And I can understand why. He's actually good at what he does, but he is one of these people that has an irrational hatred of XRP, and that negative irrational bias bleeds into what he says about XRP. And he has a history of saying disparaging nonsense stuff about XRP going back years and years and years. And as a result, it's incorrectly leading his subscribers to believe certain things that just simply are not true. So he'll apply chart analysis properly to every coin that isn't XRP. But then You know, if you look at XRP, here's the chart. Like if you showed him a chart of XRP, but he didn't, like it wasn't labeled and he didn't know what it was, I think he'd be honest and say, oh, wow, that looks primed. But then you say, you put that little label at the top left that says XRP. It's like, oh, yeah, this is awful. Yeah, why would you want this? Sell that crap. That's his attitude. That just seems intellectually dishonest to me. So I'll give him a way harder time than I would ever give someone like Raoul Pal, because he's just irrationally trolling and he has been for years. Whereas Raoul Pal, I think that he really just, I think he is trying to help. It's just misguided in this particular instance. But look at what Jason Bazzino wrote. This is not aged well. And it's only been a freaking month. October 14th, 2024. He says, it's not too late to swap your laggards, XRP, Cardano, Polkadot, for better returning assets like Bitcoin. So think about this. As Bitcoin was near its previous cycle all-time high when he posted this, so it had already gone up, you know, more than 4x from the bottom, and you're not going to get crazy multiples from X anyway, from Bitcoin anyway, because there's so much money. As that has happened, you've got XRP, which was very obviously at a historic low against Bitcoin, and in previous market cycles when it's hit that level, XRP has rocketed. And I've been highlighting that as much as possible for this entire year because it scares people that XRP hasn't been performing against Bitcoin. And I understand why, but that's why I've been highlighting this. That historically means when you get to that level, it rockets. That's what I've been saying. And if history is going to rhyme with itself yet again, then why would you sell right now at this moment where Bitcoin's gone up substantially already? So you're chasing a train that's already left the station versus something like XRP, which hasn't rocketed yet. Does it make sense to do that? Would Jason Bazzino advise anybody to sell a coin in that position if it weren't XRP? I don't think so, but here he's telling you, hey, sell your Cardano, sell your XRP, Polkadot, just sell it all. Sell these laggards. They haven't moved yet. That is the worst. I can't believe this guy's a technical analyst, to be honest with you. It's amazing. But see, he only does it with XRP. That's why he still has a following. And there's some people that get off on hating on XRP. So it is what it is. Totally irrational. And then you miss the opportunity like this. Now, obviously, we know that XRP has rocketed since then. More on that in just a second here. But somebody responded to him named Blackspot with a pretty reasonable question. He said, why would you swap your XRP bags at the bottom? And that's a great question because, again, I've been pointing that out this whole time. And every reputable analyst I follow that charts XRP has been this whole year saying the same thing. The whole year. When XRP is in this position, it's about to blow. And I share that information. Wouldn't you know it? It happened yet again this time too. Duh. But here was Jason's response to that. Why would you you swap your XRP bags at the bottom? Jason says, the bottom, which keeps getting lower and lower for the last 7 years, that one, the condescension from this guy. And now he's got egg on his face, doesn't he? Because he let his bias bleed through where it absolutely shouldn't have. That's right, Jason Bazzino, you, the chart analyst. I'm not one, mind you, and I knew better than him here. That should tell you something. Jason Bazzino, the chart analyst, thinks that markets don't find bottoms. They do for everything else. Like, Bitcoin will find a bottom. ETH finds a bottom. Name the coin, whatever it is. They'll all find bottoms. But XRP won't. It just goes lower and lower. It's a bottomless pit. Because it's been 7 years, that means it's never going to ever find a bottom, blah, blah, blah. Thank you for that sage wisdom, Jason Bazzino. Again, aged like a fine milk. Oh, you should be embarrassed, frankly. And so here's Cardano. This is hilarious. Because again, this is one of the ones he said to sell, right? This is from the blockchain backer. Just yesterday afternoon, Cardano, 133 weeks of people screaming it's dead for it to take it all back in 3 weeks. Folks, look at that Cardano USD chart. So if you had listened to the sage wisdom of Jason Bazzino in the middle of October, you would have missed that because he just... I just don't get it. There's certain coins he just hates. Now, he hates XRP the most. He clearly hates Cardano, but it's an irrational buy. Like, he will rip on it. It's not just, hey, here's the rational reasons why I don't think this coin so-and-so will perform. He will absolutely troll. He'll just hate on it. That's different than someone like Raoul Pal. So, when he did this is delicious to see. It's like, yes. Tastes delicious. His utter failure. And then you have the XRP BTC chart. Here's a fun one. This is the chart going back 6 months. And as I kept saying, and I said the whole time, I don't know where the bottom will be, but eventually markets find bottoms. And so here on June 7th, where my mouse pointer is, that's the cycle bottom, June 7th, 2024. And it kind of went up a little bit and then down a little bit and then rocketed. So there you go. So the guy that said, whoa, well, why would you sell when it's at the bottom? And then Jason, well, you mean the one that keeps finding a lower bottom for 7 years? Yes, that one. Why would you do that? Because it did rocket. Disastrously wrong. XRP will put all of these coins to shame. Imagine the multiplier effect for XRP versus other large caps, especially in the top 10. It's going to put them to shame, folks. It's already going that direction very obviously, duh. This isn't rocket science. All you need to have is an open mind, a clear mind, and not ridiculous, irrational, negative bias, and you can figure this stuff out. You don't have to be a wizard. There's nothing special about me. I can just use common sense here. Jeez. And then you had this. Oh, I love this one. From the blockchain backer, XRP has now outperformed Bitcoin in 2024. As of last night at 6:25 p.m. Central Time. You'll love to see it. Bitcoin up 133.95% and XRP up 149.51%. But you should sell it all, right? I mean, Raul Paul, he'd sell it. What's like Jake, what the hell's this guy's name? Jake Johnson? Joshua Jake, whatever. There's too many J's. You are not allowed as a human to have two first names. Don't Joshua Jake, pick one. You can't have two first names. Pick one, dude. Jesus. This guy can't do anything right. And so to see that, I mean, it's absolutely incredible. And I am not surprised in the least. But they said sell, and Jason Bazino, sell. It doesn't make sense. What are you doing? Like, are they new? Like, come on, this is ridiculous. And then we see this. This is cool, sell from the blockchain backer. XRP market cap pokes above 2021 high. Dang, pretty impressive when you look at it. Yes, it is. I completely agree. Now, obviously, we haven't taken out the 2021 high in terms of price, but for market cap we have, which is still pretty damn cool, showing momentum. And so, of course, the reason that happened is because there's more circulating XRP than there was back in 2021. And to calculate the market cap for a coin in crypto anyway, you take the circulating supply times the current market price, and since there's more coins out there, you get a higher market cap. So, but nonetheless, very cool to see it poke through, and eventually you are going to see XRP poke through, I believe, that 2021 high, and then ultimately a new all-time high. And then there was this. There's a post from the blockchain backer on November 9th, before we saw most of the fun XRP price action we saw. He wrote, XRP, it is time, you may send. On November 9th. And some people gave him crap for that, but they shouldn't have. He doesn't normally talk like that. It's because it made sense, and he could see it in the charts. And so he reposted that last night, and he wrote, 3x in 13 days. Wild ride. Exactly. Happens fast. Either you have exposure to the asset when it goes, or you do not. Just saying. Then there was this post from Crypto. This is another guy that has a multi-year history of hating XRP, but to his credit, he's been acknowledging that XRP is performing, and he's actually invested, even though he still irrationally hates it. Okay, fine. He doesn't. People don't have to like what I like. That's fine. It's just when they troll and say nonsense crap that it's just hard to believe. I call it out. But even he here says another 70% pump for XRP to reach top 3 in crypto. Yeah. Well, I'll not be surprised if that happens. I will not be surprised if XRP ends up in the top 3 coins by market cap, or even number 2. I don't believe for a second it's going to be number 1 this market cycle, if ever. But in terms of hitting that number 2 or 3 spot, that could happen. We'll watch and see, but that certainly could happen here. Then there's this post from chart analyst Mikey Bull Crypto. XRP on a 2017 massive rally vibes. Look at this chart and tell me it's not. No, I'm looking at this chart and I tell you, I agree. That's absolutely correct. Look at what happened in the cycle leading up to the blow off top, or the initial blow up in 2017, early 2017 for XRP, and then it had its blow off top in late 2017. You can see very similar symmetrical triangle, narrowed volatility over a span of years. As you get closer to the apex, finally break out. It's the same story for this market cycle. It's the same thing. It's been pinched so hard, it's already blowing. It's just going to keep going though, even if there are short-term periods of consolidation, and maybe we're in one now. I don't know. But I don't bother predicting. It doesn't matter anyway. Like, by the time the cycle's over, it will be made clear XRP was a winner. And to me, it's always been obvious. To the rest, they'll just have to understand it in hindsight. But that's how it is. Then there was this from chart analyst Dom. Top gainers since election in top 100. And look at that. Wouldn't you know it? There's the top 5. XLM actually the best. Now that's a copycat of XRP. It's literally a fork that was modified. So that's awesome to see. I hold that. I actually hold the top 4. I don't think I hold the 5th one. But anyway, the reason I say that, I hold 42 different cryptocurrencies and I literally don't have them all remembered. That's why. For me, it was about having broad exposure. That's it. So anyway, top gainer since election in top 100, XLM plus 361%, HBAR plus 237%, Cardano plus 224%, XRP plus 202%. And all of those coins have communities where people were crapping about them, and then there are people outside the communities that hated all of those coins and were insisting you should sell them. It doesn't make sense. And I don't listen to such noise. I don't believe it. It does not make sense. And here we go. I just held, I waited, and I had exposure when all of them popped. That's it. There's no magic here. That's it. And they all went. You'll love to see it. Just wait, folks. I mean, you ain't seen none yet. Wait till we enter price discovery for the first time in 7 years for XRP after we hit that all-time high. That's going to be some serious fun here. All of the haters were wrong. Period. That's that. Oh, actually, no, it's worth highlighting this one too before wrapping up. So there was this guy named Randy Johnson. Don't know who he is, doesn't matter. He was perplexed by the perspective of chart analyst Credible Crypto. Because Credible Crypto, he's been pro XRP for as long as he's been in the space, basically, same as me. And because he doesn't let irrational bias seep in, right? He doesn't fall into the narratives, oh, the banker's going, blah, blah, blah. It's not genuine because it does no mining, it's pre-mined, blah, 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 blah. That's what all those idiots sound like anyway, to me. Anyway. Anytime I read something from those people on the internet, I'm like, nah, it's just this grating voice. So anyway, he's been calling for a new all-time high. Credible Crypto has double-digit price action as his expectation. And so somebody wrote to him and said, ultimately, do you really think XRP is about... Oh, I gotta pause to say this. This is in March 6th of this year. March 6th at the time. And I covered this at the time, and I was like, guys, this won't age well. And here we are. It's not aged well. You know, it took over half a year, but it's not aged well. So this Randy guy wrote, do you really think XRP is about ready to perform here with all the hype nowadays on literally everything else? Is there retail money still interested? This is one of the most mind-effed coins I have ever seen. Just wondering, I saw your XRP BTC pair bottom. Any thoughts? And Credible Crypto reposted that, and he did share a response. He said, yup, it's not hard to get retail interested. All you have to do is wave a couple green candle dildos in front of them, and they come flocking. It's why retail has been reaching out to all of us about Pepe and Doge. It's why all the dead/dino coins from 2017 will likely have mega rallies this cycle too. Because once they start pumping, retail doesn't give a F what they are or what they do as long as number go up. That's right. So you think that the type of people that will invest in the meme coins and Pepe and Doge, for some reason they won't touch other stuff that's running like crazy? Are you serious? This is not how humans work, folks. And so Credible Crypto March calling, hey, the Dino coins, yeah, they're going to run. And again, here's what Dom posted. Look at these Dino coins. Stellar Lumens, HBAR, Cardano, XRP. I mean, HBAR's a little bit newer. I can't remember what year it was founded. It was 2018, 2019, around there. But still not one of the freshest ones. But I'm a huge fan of HBAR. It's one of my largest individual holdings, actually. But look at these coins. All of these ones were not supposed to run, and they're running the hardest out of the top 100. The narrative that they've been feeding you about the Dino coins are dead, they're wrong. It doesn't make sense. It's never made sense. And they're running, as I've been saying, of course they would, the whole time, because history rhymes with itself, and technical analysts sufficiently persuaded me that what was most likely to occur was just what's unfolded now, a run. I was sufficiently persuaded by their technical analysis. Tons of them, which I've been sharing for a year. And I'm not a chart guy myself, but I found what they said to be highly persuasive, and I've shared it on my channel. This is not rocket science. That, in conjunction with historic precedent, yes, it seemed obvious to me. And then you can throw on top of that fundamentals, which meant XRP wasn't going away anyway. That's the base layer, though. Then once the money flows in, it's like, psh. So, yeah, makes sense to be excited here. It makes a ton of sense. I'm not a financial advisor. You should not buy or sell anything because if anything I say are right, that would be a very, very, very bad idea. Until next time, to the moon, Lambo.